No, she did an interview like in the craziest positions. Talk about the economic, political state of the world right now.
Oh my god.
It's a bit fucked though.
Okay, we're gonna talk about some questions. What is it like being in our 20s? Well, we're still in our 20s. Are you scared?
We're like pushing 30.
No, shut up, bitch.
Kidding.
Don't say that. Don't say that. First question. How do you feel about the pressure to figure out your life in your 20s?
Pressure to work a 9 to 5 job.
Yeah. I think especially after we finished, well, you finished uni.
At least you're in the music industry.
Yeah, man, it's hard, man. It's a hard road. But anyways, I think it's like we're not inspired to work at our own pace. We kind of have to follow like a system.
Basically, 20s is rough, guys.
It's rough, man.
Because
it's scary.
It feels like there's a stopwatch. Is that what you say? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like a
like
countdown, right?
No.
It's like if you don't figure your life out before you turn 30, like you failed or something. Not everything is bad, just so this video isn't like depressing.
I've learned that like everyone has their own meaning of success.
That's true.
I mean?
That's true.
That's what I've definitely done. Because when I was young, I was like, oh my god, this girl who's like 5 years older than me doesn't work in an office job. Like,
yeah.
And then now I'm actually that age. I'm like, you know what?
I don't know. I feel like you get to a point in your 20s, I guess, where you're just like, you don't have to compare yourself to everyone.
What are the biggest challenges you face in trying to establish your identity?
I think for me, it's more like we're in this age where everyone is like, to be someone in life, you need to follow a trend. And so it's almost like you find it so hard to find yourself because there's so many trends change all the time. I feel like you have to constantly be changing yourself to like fit the mold of like what everyone is doing. Because if you're different, then you'll get, criticized. I think as long as you're happy with where you are
at the moment.
Yeah.
But at least you're still trying.
Because the worst thing is like stressing out throughout your 20s and then getting to 30 and being like, I spent my whole 20s stressed and worried and comparing myself, and I didn't actually enjoy being in my 20s. I think that's it. Right?
Yeah. How do your relationships with friends and family influence your sense of self?
I think it might be the most important. I actually feel like the relationships that you build in your 20s are probably like the more important relationships. Like with you, I've known you since like you were 19, and I feel like we've grown together. Like I've seen us grow. I've seen us go through so many different stages. Like literally, we've seen each other go through so many stages. It's really important because you have so many different friendships in your 20s. Like I've made friends with so many people, and a lot of them it's like, are they going to add to who you are, or are they going to like, bring out the ugly in you? Because I've been in a lot of those relationships and friendships.
When you're in school, you kind of just want to be friends with everyone. But in your 20s, you just realize that you don't have to be friends with everyone.
I guess like in your early 20s, you want to kind of like hang around with different groups to find out like where you fit in. And then eventually throughout your 20s, you're like, well, I don't actually need that in my life.
You can just narrow it down.
Yeah, right? So what are your biggest concerns about your career path right now? Interesting question for you.
Is that time is ticking. Because
just some backstory. We both went to architecture university. I quit in the second year because lol, and then she continued.
I mean, I guess every job you do, you're like constantly learning. But I feel with architecture, it's like even for 40 years, you're still learning something new. But my biggest, what was the question? My biggest concern is that each day is like a waste of not a waste of knowledge, but like I'm lacking in a skill, like an architecture skill, like each day.
Yeah,
that someone else is learning. Like,
but at the same time, like, don't you think it's like everything is evolving though, even in architecture? I know. I think that's the hard thing though about being in your 20s. Like, a lot of people don't have their shit together, like financially. It's like it's hard to hustle and also like chase after your dreams,
especially in this economy,
right? And I think we're both very similar in that situation because like we're both hustlers, man. Like we work 20 days a week.
Do you feel pressure to achieve a certain level of success in your 20s?
I don't know. I think I used to. For me, at least, my 20s, I want to just enjoy it the most.
That's what I want to live all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing really good. You're traveling. I'm documenting my life on camera. Like, I want to be able to look back and be like, I actually had a fun time with my friends. I did experiences. Like, I traveled as well. So, I don't know. I guess it really depends what you consider success.
Exactly.
I don't know. I guess some people would be like, success to me is like working in an office and like whatever, and for me it's just like I want to make core memories, man.
For me, I just want to travel the world, girl. So that's why I'm like happy in my life right now.
Yeah,
I'm not thinking about the future.
I know, which is funny because it brings us to our next question. How important is financial stability to you? Wait, sorry, let me say that again. How important is financial stability to you at this stage in life?
girl, clearly it's not important because
I only recently managed to start saving. Like, it's hard to save, especially when you're like, 'cause I was moving a lot, so you have to pay for deposit, had to pay for like storage. It's just a lot of things to pay for nowadays. The cost of living is so high as well. It's almost like a joke, like trying to put money aside, because then you're just like, oh, now I have these bills to pay. Financial stability isn't the main concern right now. Obviously, like, I think it's smart to put some money aside, but it's just like, I'm not trying to buy a house right now. As much as my dad is trying to like pressure me into doing that.
Soon, not now.
Couple years? Maybe?
Yeah.
Are you open to changing your career path if a new opportunity arises?
I'll be a travel agent.
Seriously?
I mean, I love like planning like holidays and shit, right?
That's actually so cool. Okay,
Or
okay.
open my own cafe.
Yeah, I love that idea.
Also, that
You could be a flight attendant.
Oh yeah, I always thought about that, but I'm scared of flying. Lol.
Really?
I mean, I'm not scared of flying, but if there's
Imagine
if there's turbulence,
imagine like once there's turbulence, you're like. Next section is relationships and social life. From a girl who is in a relationship and someone who isn't.
How do you navigate the dating scene in your 20s? I mean,
Hinge.
sponsor us, please. Legit,
Right?
though. Yeah, usually it's all just online nowadays.
I think mostly it's online nowadays. Also because I think no one has time. We like work a lot, right? It's like there's not much time. Like especially for me, like the thought of being in a relationship right now is so crazy to me. It's like I wouldn't be able to make time for them. It just depends on your lifestyle. If you're like hustling, it's not the best idea.
Sometimes I feel like the reason why my relationship works is because we both are in hospitality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Our hours are similar. We can,
Yeah, exactly. I think that's good. Like if your schedules align.
And our day offs are like we just have like the whole day off.
Yeah, if you have like similar days off, I think that's really helpful. But I think like having time to actually go out on dates is like you need a lot of time. Okay, next one. Do you feel the pressure to settle down or get married at a certain age?
Yes, 100%.
But is it also like a cultural thing? Because for me, it kind of also is. I don't know, like in my family, most of my cousins, except for the cousins that are my age, well, there's one of them who's my age, she's married now. But everybody else is like married, they have kids. And I think there is some kind of expectancy to expectation to get married and have kids. I think not my mom so much. She's like way more chill about it. I think my mom doesn't even mind like if I don't want to get married or have kids. She's like fine with it. My dad on the other side is way more traditional in that sense. Like he like asked me recently like, so are you gonna have a boyfriend? Like, are you gonna have kids? I was just like, Dad, like, calm down.
Actually, no, because I'm the youngest of like 4. They don't even care anymore.
That's so true.
They're like, you can do whatever you want. But I mean, like, if you want to get married, great.
Yeah.
But they're not like
not pressuring
I felt
you.
like my eldest sister got pressured every single day. They're like, they don't care.
That
I
makes
mean, they
sense.
just joke around like, haha, like, when are you in charge?
Yeah.
But that's it. They're not gonna like actually.
Okay, that's
they're
good.
Not gonna
That's
actually,
good.
Like, okay.
Because for me, it's like every family gathering, it's always like that typical question, like, so do you have a boyfriend? So are you gonna get married? So like, do you think about having kids? And it's just like, why is this like the pattern of life?
We're literally kids. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, okay, I get it. Like
I'm a
maybe
child.
you had kids when you were like 18, but like I'm a 27-year-old teenager. Okay, I'm just a little girl. Next. Okay, personal growth and development. What are you currently learning or actively trying to improve in your life?
My anger issues.
Oh my God.
2025, I'm like, I need to be a calm person.
That's
Yeah.
actually so important. That's what
Yeah.
I was saying. Like, I need to try and meditate more.
Yeah.
Actually, I mentioned this in one of my videos. Like, mental health. I honestly don't shut up about it. I never take the time to like take care of my how I'm feeling because I think I'm so like, you know how we like go to work every day. It's almost like
It's like
we
we're
live the
numb.
same day every
Yeah.
day. Like we're kind of robotic. And like whenever we do something, well, at least for me, whenever I do something out of my pattern, like if I go out to like a cafe by myself or you know just like even going somewhere different that isn't work,
Yeah.
I feel low-key like a little bit anxious,
Yeah.
you know, because I'm out of the pattern. So I think what I want to work on this year is like feeling more comfortable being by myself. Yeah, just like also feeling better.
This is like the year of like realizing things.
This is the year of realizing things. I just want to like get out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
I just want to like be adventurous this year. I want to try new
I feel
things.
like you have been though. Last year you went to
No,
acting school.
that's not true. That's not true.
That's
Yeah,
a big thing.
I know.
Yeah.
What's yours? What's your New Year's resolution?
Languages. Like,
Okay.
I told you
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
3 languages at the same time.
Lit.
Spanish, Portuguese, and
That's a lot.
Japanese.
Hey, that's
Oh.
hard. That's hard.
More like,
Also, like
I just-
getting back into fitness. No.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think that's
Like a
also like
weekly
part
thing,
of yeah.
How do you balance the need to have fun with the responsibility of building a stable future?
Good question. It's hard, but I think it's like all about organizing yourself. Like you can be responsible about your finances.
Yeah.
I'm pretty OCD with my finances. Like I have my own spreadsheet. I always budget, you know, money for me to go out with like friends to like eat out or to go and do some like kind of recreational activity, because like those are really important. Like those experiences are really important. I mean, throughout life, not just in your 20s. You know, if you're working towards something, I don't think that you should spend 100% of like your time and your money on towards that. Like you need to be in the present as well. Do you know what I mean?
Like, yeah.
Also, like putting money aside, like having a pension.
Yeah.
For when you're like a granny, you don't even have to put so much money, especially when you're still so young. You know, because you're only gonna get to that when you're like what, 70?
Exactly.
So like,
Loki,
those ages. Yeah, when you're getting that, man, when you're a granny.
Do you feel like your generation is facing unique challenges compared to previous generations?
Yes. University is way more expensive than it used to be. Like when we went to uni, I was paying like the national yearly thing was like 9K. And for you, it was 12K, right? And my sister, when she went to uni, it was 3K.
That's
crazy. So I think things are more expensive nowadays. I guess nowadays what we do have, the positive side, so this video isn't like fucking depressing, we have more freedom of choice. We have like more options. We can do different things. No, I feel like it's mostly the older people that judges. I feel like younger people, we always try and like we try and like support each other and like doing what we love. There are more options nowadays, especially with technology. In that sense, we are better.
Yeah.
We have it better than the previous generation. So to conclude this long ass video, being in your 20s should be about having fun, spending time with friends, spending time with people who love you, who support you. Take care of yourself.
Do things in moderation.
Don't like compare yourself to others. I know it's so cliche, but like everyone's on their own journey.
Yeah.
Any wise words from you, madam? What would you like to say to the world?
What would you like to say to the world?
I would like to say, have fun, enjoy life, and
stay warm, guys.
And stay warm, man, because we are legit freezing. Like, can you see my hands? They're red. Freaking
also,
red.
Okay, this is a good. You don't have to please everyone. You don't have to take care of everyone's.
You don't have to take care of everyone's
feelings.
That's so true.
Yeah.
You do not have to take care of everyone's feelings. Not to say that you should be like selfish. Like you should be considerate of others. Yeah. But it's like you should put your feelings first.
How do we end this?
Oh no.
Thank you so each other.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you watch until the end, you're a star. If you're in your 20s, don't feel alone. Or just
comment and subscribe.
Like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye. Bye. We deserve each other. Me and Bog.